Hey there everyone, I'm meteorologist Jennifer Lambers here with an update on your severe weather threat and also what we're looking at for the remainder of this afternoon, this evening, and also heading into the overnight hours for your Tuesday. So go ahead, be weather aware because we do have the potential to see some of those stronger storms and also severe ones. We're talking the gusty winds, hail, flash flooding, and also tornadoes. So let's go ahead and dive right in, see what we're looking at right now. But most importantly, let's take a look outside right now because we're starting to see some of those clouds, the gloomy look, especially to your afternoon. Not the prettiest conditions out there, but something that we don't want to be seeing is that sunshine. We've been seeing it in some of the inland counties, especially Washington County, Clark County. Not what you want to be seeing for today. Again, that sunshine, that's going to be leading to more of that instability and things that those stronger storms thrive on. We never want to see those hot, humid conditions, and that is what we're seeing. So just be aware that if you're seeing sunshine, you don't want to be rooting for it. Let's go ahead and look at the temperatures because we've been talking about how hot and how humid this is. Evergreen, 90 degrees. It is hot and muggy and sticky. Let me know what it's feeling like where you are because Mobile right now 81 degrees, Pensacola 84, and even Crestview up at 87. Again, this is what these storms want. They want the humidity, they want the warmness, and this is exactly what we're seeing for the beginning of May. And then also we're keeping a close eye on that wind too, that southerly breeze. This is going to be contributing to that humidity, and we're seeing sustained winds over 20 miles per hour in some places. Mobile 16 miles per hour, Milton at 22. So probably breezy out there for this afternoon too. Even Ann Morgan right now just says that it hit 88 degrees outside where she is in Daphne. It's hot. It is not a comfortable feeling out there for this afternoon. Still breezy, humid, not what we want to be seeing. Now let's go ahead and break down what all there is. And that's going to be, this is a busy map. So we have tornado watches, we have severe thunderstorm warnings, we have flash flood warnings for a lot of places. But so far here locally, it's staying calm and it's staying quiet. It's not going to be staying that way for long, though, as we make our way further on into the day. And as we get further closer towards when you're going to be getting off work, when you're heading home for your commute, that's when we're going to start to see a lot of this activity ramping up. So if you leave work around 4:35, if you can head out early, I would recommend doing that because we're going to start to see a lot more of that heavy rainfall and those gusty winds for your drive. Not going to be the best driving conditions. Let's go ahead and break down those alerts. Again, there's a lot going on here. That yellow, that's going to be that tornado watch. This is in effect until 4 p.m. This is going to be for Washington County and also Clark County here for us. But again, this only goes till 4. We're going to be seeing those storms move through later on in the day. And so this tornado watch will most likely be expanded because when we start to see that storm, it's going to be around 4. So the tornado watch most likely will be expanded for more areas here locally. I would not be surprised to see Mobile, Baldwin counties included with that, along with Connecticut counties and possibly even the Panhandle. So something to keep in mind, even though you're not in that watch, that will most likely change as it does expire here within the next 2.5 hours. So keeping a close eye on that. And again, Fox 10 News at 4 starts right at 4, so we'll continue to keep you updated on if that watch is expanded. Zooming in closer again, that's going to be including Thomasville, that's going to be including Jackson, also Chatham. You're all included within that tornado watch currently until 4 p.m. But as I was saying, going to be seeing that expanded. Actually going to go back again. You can see the orange on there. That orange, that is going to be those severe thunderstorm warnings. As you look further towards our west and a bit to our north, that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on. That's what's coming our way. And also that maroonish color, those flash flood warnings. Heavy rainfall within it. So we're already starting to see some of these stronger storms within this line, and it's all coming closer towards us. As we take a look at sweeping radar right now, a lot of activity. You can see that lightning further off towards our west. That's going to be that squall line approaching even closer. But right now here locally, it's staying calm. So Birmingham seeing a lot of activity, starting to cross over the Mississippi River, going to be heading through Jackson. Jackson actually already had a confirmed tornado on the ground earlier this morning. So keeping a close eye on some of these storms. Here right now, we're just starting to see some of those spotty showers. Clark County just starting to see some hit or miss rain, light rain too, not seeing any lightning or thunder yet. but then we'll start to see more of that ramp up. This is going to be the severe weather risk zone. This just recently came out about within the last hour and a half. They have upgraded our area. You can start to see that red bullseye. That's going to be that moderate risk zone, that 4 out of 5. Pretty much what this means is you have a higher chance to see some of those stronger storms. As we zoom in closer, I want to go ahead and break down those counties that are included in it. Hey, I'm even going to point it here because we're just starting to see Washington County, Clark County, also just a sliver of Mobile and Baldwin counties within this. So storms don't follow lines. So if you're just barely outside of that red, even if you're just in that brownish color too, that 3 out of 5, all this really means is that you're looking at the higher potential to see some of those stronger storms. So be weather aware, have your apps downloaded, have that Fox 10 News app. Make sure you're following all of our meteorologists on social media. It's a great thing to do, great thing to keep in mind, because most of these storms are going to be coming on later into the evening and also into the overnight hours. Let's go ahead and break down what those risk zones are, though, because we've seen a lot of these so far for the spring season. If you've been staying tuned, then you've probably seen that red that we have seen. So I want to break down those risk levels and how common or uncommon that they actually are. That red, pretty uncommon. Again, that moderate risk zone, but what it means is that we have this potential for those numerous to severe storms being likely. So we've had 5 or 6 so far this season of having seen those moderate risk zones, and there have been confirmed gusts, structure damage, those trees. So even though the tornado potential is there, if we don't see that, then most likely we'll be seeing those strong straight line and gusty winds over 70 miles per hour. And that too can cause some of those power outages and also that structure damage too. So anything that blows away easily, make sure you go ahead and bring it inside. If it's your trash day, bring your trash can inside. Don't forget about that. But we are still looking at the potential for those strong, gusty winds. For your severe weather impacts, I'm going to go ahead and break down these ones slightly because you can see that that wind gets high, that flood gets high. Now what this is meaning is that we're going to see the potential for all of these. All severe modes of potential are on the board, but the highest potential is going to be for our inland spots. Clark County, Washington County, but even Mobile and Baldwin County still included within that. Let's go ahead and time this out. I'm sure this is what everyone is paying the most attention to, the timing on some of this. So we're going to go ahead and start off right now. 1 p.m. for your Tuesday, just starting to see some of those scattered showers, light rain out there, and then making our way into your evening. By 5 p.m., that's when we're going to start to see this line approaching even closer. Still have the potential for some of those isolated cells to form up and pop up just ahead of it. But for Washington, Clark counties, and also Greene and George County, you're going to start to see that 5 p.m. time to be that best window for some of this to start to move on in. That squall line, that's winds on it. This is also where we could have some of those embedded tornadoes. And hail, still a very big possibility for our inland places too. And then as we make our way further on into the 6 p.m. hour, that's where we're going to start to see it moving pretty quickly. It's going to be a fast moving line moving into Mobile and Baldwin counties. Also closer towards 7 too. So if you work around this time, if you're heading home, if you have dinner plans, definitely move those inside. You do not want to be outside at this time because we are still looking at the potential for those winds. And then making our way further on into the evening, we're going to start to see just that line. So you can start to see, breaking it down just a little. Let's see if I can get, there we go. I want to get this. So see that bowing, how it kind of bends out just a little bit? That's what we need to be paying a close attention to, because our HRR model, this is the HRRR, it's already showing that we have the potential to see some of that bowing, and that is what is those gusty winds. When it starts to bend out just slightly ahead of it, there we go, here you go, I'll even point it out too, instead of just having the pointer, how it's bending out. That's what typically we see those strong straight line and gusty winds in, and so that bowing structure is something to keep an eye on, especially if our models are already showing it. Again, this is going to be that HRRR. The HRR model is one of my favorites so far this season. It's done the best. It's showing the timing and also just how this is looking. So the best timing, again, is going to be by 9 p.m. starting to move through the panhandle. But even then, we still have the potential to see this move into the overnight hours, because by 10 p.m., we're still seeing a lot of rain behind that, and that's going to be that flash flooding risk because we're already getting a lot of rain at this point. Some models pointing to over 3 to 4 inches of rainfall for our inland counties, and heading into the overnight hours, still going to be seeing a lot of that rain even lingering into your Wednesday. So by Wednesday morning and Wednesday during the day, Mobile, Baldwin counties along with the Panhandle staying wet during this time for the entirety of your day. Not going to start to see that clearing until we make our way further on into your evening. So by 4 p.m. we start to see a lot of that move out. 7 p.m. looking better, and then don't worry, your Thursday is looking much better too. So for your rain forecast, going to go ahead and just look at what some of that is looking like. This model specifically showing about 2.5 inches for our inland spots and the potential that we have to see. I do think that we could potentially see more for those inland spots, especially since this only goes until 1 p.m. for your Wednesday. Probably we'll see more of that lingering behind afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and just read some of the comments here. I wanted to say hello to Vicki from Weigerville, Kimberly from Bay Minette, Crystal from Saraland, Gail from Atmore. Hello to David. Hello to Connie, Laverne and Bay Minette. Carson says that it is hot outside. Hello to Bruce. Hello to Glenn and Angie and Theodore in Irvington area that said it is very hot there too. Hello to Tanya in Silver Hill, Brent in West Mobile. Jenny says it is 84 degrees in Foley. Again, it is not feeling good out there this afternoon. It's hot, it's humid. We've seen some sunshine. I don't see any outside right now. A pretty gloomy look to the day. So not only is it not pretty outside, it does not feel comfortable or good either. Hello to Chris in Fort Morgan, Micaiah, Tracy, and also Debbie. Robin says that her reading is 91 degrees in Daphne right now. Hot. That is really all I can say. It is hot outside. Crystal says that it's also windy and sunny. Lisa says Mobile is windy and humid. You're welcome, Glenn, for the update. Tracy and Sims, Barbara and Wilmer. Hello to Leslie. Hello to Adana. I wish that we could change the weather. I know, I wish I actually had the abilities to change some of that. Betty said 82 in Fairhope. Ann Morgan says not what we need, the severe weather coming in, and I agree 100%. Tina says Thomasville is 84. Brittany says it is so humid out. Kimberly, Gulf Shores, hot and sticky. Robin says the sun is shining and the winds are strong. Again, also we're starting to see more of that sunshine contributing to that wind too. It starts to make that temperature gradient that causes the breezier conditions and also those gusty conditions too. I was actually curious. I wanted to check out our max wind gusts. Okay, so this one picking up around 30 miles per hour for some of those wind gusts that we've been seeing. Even Cressy picking up over. Happy to see a lot of our sensors back up. A lot of them got knocked out after the hurricane and just recently got back up too. A lot of them after Sally and Zeta, and most recently we had another storm that knocked some of the inland ones out. Brittany says y'all be careful during the weather. Gail says 86 in Atmore. Hello Fred from Sims. You're welcome Genesis for keeping everyone weather aware. Kawana, hello. Daphne, hello. And yes, Nicole, it looks like it's going to be nasty in West Mobile around the airport. Again, that best timing looking to be around 6 or 7 for Mobile or Baldwin counties. The line, it looks to be moving fast though, so we could potentially see that move through earlier around 5 o'clock. Pretty much just start to be weather aware, get anything done that you have outside by, I would say, about 4:30, just to where that way you know you're prepared. Bring everything inside because it's going to be wet around that point. You don't want to be on the roads, especially with the potential for some of that flash flooding. It's going to be heavy rain around that point, hard for the roads to keep up with. Luckily, we're not looking at super saturated soil because we haven't had that much rainfall for the past couple of days. Not as bad as what we have been seeing. But even now, I am starting to see some sunshine out at the Foxton Studios. We're in McGowan Park. Hello to Jana in Satsuma. Hello to Christina from Citronelle. Hello to Earl. Hello to Junior. Hello to Brandy from Monroeville. Arden from Canada. Hello. Hello to James in Scottsboro, Alabama. Hello to David. Hello to Christina. She says that it is 81 in Citronelle, Alabama. Hello to Sandy, who says it is hot. Hello to David. It says it's sunny in Orange Beach. You know, at least the beach is looking up. At least it seems like it's the nice conditions down there. Hello to Junior in South Irvington. It's been hot and sunny. Jean says that we're going to have severe weather tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, we are under that marginal risk zone, so the 1 out of 5. Really what we're going to be looking at tomorrow is that flash flooding risk, because we're going to be starting to see more of that rain starting off for this afternoon into tomorrow. We're not looking at the potential for any of the tornadoes. It's very, very low risk. We could potentially still see some of those gusty winds, but again, that flash flooding risk is going to be the main concern for tomorrow for your Wednesday. Brandy says 86 in Monroeville. Sandy asks, when is the nasty starting to just turning in? Sorry. So when we're going to start to see more of this weather move through, I'm going to run through that futurecast again. If you're just now tuning in, this specific model starting to show for our inland spots. Again, the Foxton viewing area starts for Washington and Clark counties closer to about 5 p.m., but I do think that we could start to see some of this earlier. It's a very fast moving system. And the more that it starts to get into that area of that sunshine, we could see it start to amplify even more and start to speed up even further. So go ahead and be ready around 4 as we could start to see more of that picking up in that speed. Glenda says it's windy and strong here in the Mobile near Fairgrounds. Cherie says 93 with heat index in Robertsville and no sun. Good. Hello to Tommy and Sims. Thank you, Nicole. And actually, I was going to go ahead and look up the heat index. We'll do Mobile and Pensacola. There we go. So it's 81 in Mobile, 84 in Pensacola. That feels like temperature in Pensacola. Feeling like it's 94. So again, that dew point in the upper 70s, that southerly wind, making it feel like it is about 94 degrees warmer than what it actually is. So it is feeling very humid out there. It is feeling very warm. We can actually look at the heat index for elsewhere too. So ignore the wind chill on it. But this is going to be that feels like temperature. So 94 in Pensacola. Feeling like 97 in Evergreen. If we have anyone in Evergreen on the comments, let me know, because it is feeling warm out there. It's feeling hot. That is an uncomfortable level of heat that we are feeling up in Evergreen. Even 95 feels like in Pascagoula, and 95 over in Crestville. Lean back just a little bit. Hello to Shalonda and Watley. Betty from Jackson. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Cheryl Smith in Sims, Alabama. Grand Bay for Donna. 91 in Satsuma from Jana. Jennifer also says it is hot in Creola. Taz says it sounds like there's a party going on in the background. Exactly. Everyone getting ready for work. Everyone's starting to get into the building now for the evening shift. Hello to Joe. Hello to Wanda from Clanton. And also Yvonne says it is 88 in Jackson. So hopefully I didn't skip over anyone. But we will have Foxton News at 4 p.m. starting just in about 2 hours. We'll continue to keep you updated just on any updates that we have. I've had National Weather Service chat open. Haven't gotten any new updates with that tornado watch. Again, there is that potential that we could potentially see it extended for that time frame. It's only for Clark and Washington County. It's only until 4 p.m. But I do feel that other places, Mobile, Baldwin County, along with the potential Panhandle, could be included in that when we start to see that line approach closer. Shalonda says it's hot and windy and cloudy here. Hello to Melissa and Fulton. Jimmy's cheering on that rain. Also hello to Suzanne and Theodore. But we'll continue to keep you updated. We will have Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith in the building. I'll be here. And then also Meteorologist Matt Barentine coming in for this evening too. So we're going to have our team of meteorologists here until Michael White will come in early tomorrow morning. So around the clock coverage of your Fox 10 storm tracking team. Also make sure you have that Fox 10 News app downloaded. Once these storms do approach closer, I do like to remind folks that we will go live if there's a tornado warning. We'll go live on Facebook and on YouTube because with these gusty straight line winds, it's very possible to lose power. So again, use your cell phone, have a way to get those. Be safe out there. And then also for this evening, in case you do have any warnings too, make sure you have a way to get those alerts. Never rely on the tornado sirens. Those are not meant to wake you up. They're meant for outdoor use only. So have a way to get those alerts since we are going into the overnight hours for the storm, but most of it coming in earlier this evening. I do wish everyone a fantastic Tuesday. Despite that, luckily we start to look at better weather for the second half of the week, Thursday, Friday, even the weekend, looking so much better. But I'll have a full look at your 7-day and your 10-day outlook coming up on Fox 10 News at 4. So again, I wish everyone a fantastic afternoon. Stay weather aware and also make sure you stay cool out there. Get to that AC and also stay hydrated. Bye, y'all.